All right, fam. Now for our feature story of the day. NBA's Scottie Pippen, the NBA legend himself, says $1 million is the next stop for Bitcoin. So let's break this one down. And for those of you who aren't in the know, Scottie Pippen was on stage with Michael Saylor not too long ago, and he claimed he's known Satoshi way before Bitcoin was even invented, which was pretty hilarious. But nonetheless, he's been making a lot of bullish tweets or posts over on X. This is the man right here. Let me know if you grew up watching Scottie alongside the legendary Michael Jordan, who's considered the greatest basketball player of all time. Scottie is one of the greats as well, many championships and all that. But here's the recent tweet. We'll start here, and then we'll go to his profile, and I'll just share with you some of the things he's been sharing. It's cool to see NBA legends so bullish on Bitcoin, knowing we got to front run them. Well, not Scottie. I mean, Scottie's known about Bitcoin years before it was invented because he's close friends with Satoshi, allegedly. But I digress. He says here, you think you're late to Bitcoin because it hit $100,000? I think I am early to Bitcoin. Great mindset there, because it is 1.7 trillion market cap out of a $900 trillion market cap in the global assets. The next stop for the biddy, $1 million. Let me know if you agree, disagree with Scottie Pippen. Did Satoshi tell you this? See, people are already making fun of him because he claimed to know Satoshi. And Mike Alfred put, or I guess we call that trolling. Mike says, we will probably hit 999,000 first, but that's just a conjecture at this point. Precisely. Someone wrote here, Bitcoin is at the all-time highs. Now we have the most pro-crypto government in history. Fink is buying by the truckload, yet the retail are still asleep. Pay attention, Annan. And let's get back to the story, family. So while Pippen might not seem like an authoritative voice in the world of crypto, his previous Bitcoin predictions were eerily, what does that say there? Prescient, if that's pronounced right there. In September, for instance, the former basketball player claimed Satoshi visited him in his dreams to predict that Bitcoin would be trading above 84,000 November 5th. Bitcoin ended up surging above the aforementioned level on November 11th, meaning Pippen's prediction was just slightly off. Bitcoin's currently trading roughly 94,000. Of course, Pippen's eerily impressive prediction track record does not mean that Bitcoin is going to surge to $1 million in the near future. This would mean Bitcoin would need to surpass gold by market cap, and I think that's roughly 17 trillion. Correct me if I'm wrong. And even ardent crypto bulls like Galaxy CEO Mike Novogratz believes that it would take Bitcoin 5 to 10 years to achieve such a massive milestone. Still, there are those who believe that the price of Bitcoin could soar to 1 million in the near future. And for example, Jeff Park of Bitwise recently opined that this could be possibly if the U.S. government does create the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve in 2025. However, he has very low chance of this happening, according to him. Then we have the Blockstream CEO, Adam Back, the Bitcoin OG, has also predicted the biddy would match the market cap of gold in 2025. So some people do genuinely believe we will hit $1 million. Again, my bull scenario, which I share with you practically every show, is if Trump follows all his promises, adopting Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset for the United States and for the Treasury, and stockpiling the Bitcoin and making the United States Bitcoin mining hub of the world. We can see that happen. But if all that doesn't play out, there's no telling. Anything can happen at the end of the day. Now, another great post I read earlier, and this is just great mindset and why he is a champion. Quoting Scottie Pippen from his most recent post, Kobe is a 5 times NBA champion. He also holds the all-time record for missed shots. Babe Ruth is 7 times World Series champion. Also led the MLB in strikeouts for 5 seasons. Tom Brady is a 7x Super Bowl champ. He also holds the record for the most passes intercepted in Super Bowl history. Serena Williams, which some would dare say is a man, but I digress, is a 23-time Grand Slam champion. She also holds the record for the most unforced errors in a single match. Novak is a 24-time Grand Slam champ. He also is unvaxxed and holds the record for the most tennis final losses in history. These aren't contradictions. They are proof of what it takes to win at the highest levels. Winners don't succeed in spite of failure. Such a profound statement here. They succeed because of failure. While others shield themselves from the sting of defeat, winners run towards it. They take big risks and they put their reputation on the line, knowing that whatever happens, they'll come out more competent opponent on the other side. And whether you're chasing championships or personal goals, the same truth applies. To double your rate of success, you have to double your rate of failure. The more you learn about what doesn't work, the more you understand what does work. Everything changes when you reframe losses like this. It's not a setback, it's one step closer. It's not a measure of incompetence. It's proof of your willingness to take risk and charge boldly forward. Failure isn't the enemy of success. It is the foundation. That's the realest shit I've ever heard. So I got to preach it. Shout out to Scottie Pippen. And we'll go from there, family. Welcome everyone join the live stream. This is the Q&A segment. There's no Rumble or X due to the issues on Streamlabs. It wouldn't allow the tri-stream today. It wouldn't allow a double stream and only a single stream. Hence why we're only single streaming. You know what I mean? Here on the tube, as the Nippinator continues to lick himself to send a message to the current chairman of the SEC, Gary Gensler. Gary, get your act together. Come on now. I met Michael Jordan once as a child. Did you know he had a restaurant in Charlotte? I didn't know that. That is where I met him. I also met Jane Goodall and was in the newspaper. Well, that's pretty amazing, fam. Shout out Timothy. I appreciate the super. He wrote TEMA something, and then it got shut down by dankness. Appreciate the super nonetheless there. But yeah, there's no shilling tokens. And I guess as a loophole, people are like, we can shill the tokens through the super, but it's best not to do that. But nonetheless, we appreciate your support, Timothy, and we appreciate the super. The world is full of negativity. It's nice to show it's always on the positive. I feel a colossal crash soon, says Renee. Where you been, Renee? Haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you back. And yeah, we're just going to chillax and chill and kick it. We may be able to play some videos. I think I figured out the loud sound issue. All I have to do is drop my volume 25%. It seemed to do the trick when I tested it before I went live. So if you want to see some music videos, we can try to play some, maybe some classics. But it is clever because it's like versus paying whatever it is. Let's just say it's $500. Instead of paying $500 for a sponsorship, to get a, sponsored featured ad on my stream. It's like, yo, I'll pay $5 and I'll get a shout out. You guys figured out the loophole. Kind of funny. Okay, don't shill again. We told you yesterday. Next time it's a permaban. Well, there you go. You're testing the waters. Oh my God.